Let me start with a simple image. Imagine your organization on one side, your persona representing your customer, your key stakeholder, on the other. Between you is a spring. That spring represents your marketing strategy. Now, here's the key idea. The spring is not static, it stretches, it compresses, it moves, it adapts. This is the Stakeholder Value Persona Spring. At its core, the spring represents the dynamic, two-way relationship between an organization and its persona. Value is not simply delivered in one direction. It is proposed, exchanged, and experienced, and refined continuously. Marketing in this model is not a campaign you launch and forget. It is iterative. Each spiral inside the spring represents an action-learning cycle. Plan, act, observe, reflect, and then repeat. You don't just act, you learn from acting. You don't just measure, you reflect and adapt. Single loops without reflection? That's poor practice. The spring is continuous. It never truly ends. Why? Because both the organization and the external environment change. New technologies emerge. Competitors shift. Personas evolve. Internal capabilities improve. All of this can trigger a new cycle of reflection and adjustment. And here's what makes the model powerful for you. It connects theory to action. When you design marketing strategy, you start by setting smart objectives, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. You define campaigns, you choose tactics, you select channels. Then you monitor performance. At the end of your defined time frame, you reflect. Did it work? Why? What data supports that conclusion? Capitalize on your success and learn from mistakes. That reflection feeds directly into your next plan. Sometimes you don't need a complete reset. Maybe you tweak a tactic, adjust the channel, refine a message. The spring allows small backward steps as well as forward momentum. Now let's talk about what sits inside these loops. These are three key elements: channels, content, and data. Channels are where you appear. Websites, social media, email, payment systems, even review platforms. Any touchpoint between personas and organization. Content is what you say. Your messages, storytelling, offers, insights. Content can travel across platforms and even into spaces where you don't control, like earned media. Data is what elevates sophistication. Data connects everything. It informs your reflection. It drives adaptation. The more integrated and interoperable your data use, the higher your digital maturity. As organizations become more mature, data moves from being supportive to being central. Now, here's the metaphor that brings it together. When your strategy, channels, content, and data align with your persona's needs, the spring compresses. Compression symbolizes success. The persona moves closer, trust increases, value exchange strengthens. But compression requires effort, strategic clarity from the organization, and engagement from the persona. And focusing strongly on one persona may weaken attention to another. That's why prioritization matters. Ultimately, the Stakeholder Value Persona Spring reminds us of the three things. Marketing is stakeholder-centric, strategy is iterative, learning is continuous. The question is not, did this campaign work? The real question is, what did we learn? And how will that shape the next loop of the spring?